like any other of Russian books, like Brothers Karamazov, like War and Peace. They will all give you this fall dark vibes, the vibes that everything is bad. Do you have a fifth book or not? But the eighth son of the eighth son. This is so hard to pronounce. I wanted to pick up all the books that I have, but there are so many and I couldn't pick them up, so I will show you right now all of them. So these are all my fall book racks. Yeah, and now we are going to talk about them. Imagine this. Leaves are beginning to fall. The scent of pumpkin spice is in the air, and there's a slight chill that makes you reach for your favorite sweater. It's the perfect time to curl up with a good book. But what book? What book should you bring with you, and what book should you read in this amazing autumn vibe and autumn season, because it's autumn already. What book should you read? I have here amazing book recommendation, like a lot of books, and I'm gonna show you the books that have this autumny, fall-y vibe that will transport you in fall, even if you are in, like, I don't know, in Qatar, where it's very hot outside, or even if in your country is hot. When you will read the books that I'm gonna show you, I think you will be transported in the fall. So let's start. So we will start strong. With a classic, Anna Karenina. Here I have the original book in Russian. It's very old and dusty, like we bookworms love. Some of us love. I love the smell of good old book, like a lot. But let's come back. So Anna Karenina, it's a Russian classic written by Lev Tolstoy, and it's a very big book. It has, I think, almost 900 pages in Russian. Maybe in English version it's not that big. If you want this fall, dark vibes, I think you should read the Russian classic, yeah, because they all have this vibe, and you will be amazed because it can be sunny outside, but once you start reading a Russian classic, you will be transported in this like dark, folly vibes. So, back to Anna Karenina. Anna Karenina, it's a book about Anna Karenina. It's a book about a woman from the high society who has a husband who is much older than she is, but she falls in love for this younger person, also from high society, and how it was to live in that times when a divorce, it wasn't something like very easy and you couldn't get a divorce like we get today. What to do if you fall in love with someone younger? It's also about the Russian society in the 1800s, and we are following here not only Anna Karenina, but also other characters from that society, and we see different types and different styles of life that different characters had in those times. This book starts with Anna Karenina, who was coming home in a train. So she sees this woman who jumped in front of a train, and she is very influenced by it. So the image of this woman will be with her for the whole book, and you will see that this scene will affect somehow Anna. and she will make some stuff. If you want a great classic, I think you should read definitely Anna Karenina, or like any other of Russian books, like Brothers Karamazov, like War and Peace. They will all give you this fall dark vibes, the vibes that everything is bad. Basically all the Russian books will give you this vibe. You can start with Anna Karenina, but you can start with something smaller than this, because it's a big book and it takes a lot of time to read. But if you read just one book per month, or just one book in whole fall season, one book a year, I think you should definitely read Anna Karenina, because it has so many themes, it has so many characters that it's interesting to follow them. So you wouldn't see that you have read 900 pages, because you will have such a great time spending with this book. So it's not like boring classic, it's very interesting classic. It's one of my favorite classics of all time. We have a mystery series here. It's the Thursday Murder Club. They are 4. I have 3. Oh, I have all 4, but I don't know where is my 4th one. They are 4 now. Maybe they are 5, and I don't know about the 5th book. I shall check this later. But right now I know that there are 4. The Thursday Murder Club, that's the first book in the series. Oh, there's gonna be a movie with this one. That's cool. Do you have a 5th book or not? One second. No, there are 4. There are 4 books for now. These books are about a group of pensioners. So there are 4 pensioners who moved in luxury houses for pensioners. So there is a site where there is a lot of luxury houses. There are living a lot of old people, pensioners who want to have a society but not be part of our society. So they want to have like their little society, and they all live there. They are living in the luxurious Cooper's Chase retirement village. In the first book there was a murder, and Ron and Ibrahim want to find who the murderer was. They created this Thursday Murder Club earlier. They were investigating like old crimes that weren't solved. So they are doing their prediction who could be the murderer in those crimes. And now in their village where they live there was a murder, and they want to find out who the murderer was. It's really cozy. It's bizarre because it's a murder mystery, but it's a cozy murder mystery. And I think these are the first books that created this cozy murder mystery books that came later. So there are a lot of books that came after this, but I haven't read anything like this before. So these are my first cozy murder mystery books, and I like them with all my heart. So if this author will decide to publish 10-20 books, I think I will buy them all, because I really enjoy to read them. So you will start to read this in the morning, and you will not see how the day passed, and you are in the evening and you finish the book. Because they are not long, so they are like 400 pages long, but they're so easy to read and so interesting, because it's a mystery and it's crime, and I think every one of us loves a good crime and a good mystery. And also it's very cozy to read, so it's not like you are tense all the time that you are reading. No, it's not like that. It's very, very cozy. So my second recommendation is the Thursday Murder Club series. So yeah, British cozy crime mystery, Thursday Murder Club. And another series for you. I have a lot of series here. These ones are from the Witches series. They are 6 books in this series. So I have 2 here and 4 books in these books. So one book contains 2 books. And the first book in this series is Equal Rites. The first book in the series is Equal Rites. This series it's about witches. I want to read books about witches in autumn or watch movie about witches in autumn. So my favorite movies since I was a child it's Halloween Town, a movie with witches too. It's the most interesting to read about witches when it's fall outside, so it's like their time, the witches' time. So a little background about this world. So Terry Pratchett write about this world. This world is a fictional world. It consists of a large disc that is resting on the backs of 4 huge elephants, which are standing on the back of an enormous turtle named Great Atwin. We all learned about the Discworld in school, so it's how people in the past were seeing our world. They didn't see it like a sphere, they did see it like a disc. And Terry Pratchett decided to write books that were set in this Discworld. All the series about witches, it's set on this Discworld, so I think all Terry Pratchett books are set in this world, but I think he has collaborations that are not set here. I should check this out. But all of his books are set in this Discworld. So in our series about witches, we are following several witches who are the witches of Discworld. In the first novel, we are introduced to Granny Weatherwax, who reappears in several later novels. The protagonist is Karenina Smith. In this world, witches and wizards are like very different types of witches. So basically witches are like more like traditional witches, so they are living in the countryside, they are doing like all this magical stuff in the country, but wizards are more like book-based, so they learn all their magic from books, not like witches, which learn all their magic from the elderly witches. In the first novel, a wizard dies and he travels to a place where the 8th son of an 8th son is about to be born. So this signifies in this world that this child should become a wizard. But the 8th son of the 8th son this is so hard to pronounce, but the 8th son of the 8th son is actually not a son, it's a girl. This starts like a very interesting adventure, because never has a girl been a wizard in this world before. So our Granny Weatherwax, who is like a country witch, she sees that our protagonist, Karina Smith, all people call her Esk, sees that Esk has magical powers. Not magical powers like they witches have, but magical powers like wizards have. She decides to travel to Ankh-Morpork, the capital of the Discworld. She wants to put Karina in Unseen University, where only wizards are studying. So I think Terry Pratchett wanted to show us like how it was for the first woman to study in a university full of men. Like I said before, in the university there were only men policies, so there weren't women like at all. Esk will be basically the first woman who will study in this university. In the following books, we are following also these witches. We are following the witches, not Karina from the first book. In the following books, we are following Granny Weatherwax, Nanny Og, Magrat Garlic, and other witches. They will pop up here and there. And I think that's a great series, like an amazing series to read in autumn, because it's about witches, it's about all this witches stuff. I think you will really enjoy the Terry Pratchett style, because this man invented cozy fantasy. So if the Richard Osman in the Thursday Murder Club invented cozy murder mystery books, Terry Pratchett invented like cozy fantasy. And I think every one of his books will bring you so much joy. One more thing I forgot to tell. You can read all of Terry Pratchett books in no particular order, but if you want to feel like more connected to the characters and you want to see how the characters evolve, you should read his books, his witches books, or any other of his books in serious order. Equal Rites, Wyrd Sisters, Witches Abroad, Maskerade, Carpe Jugulum, and Hordes and Ladies. in this order you will have more pleasure to read them because you will connect more with the characters. I think they will bring you more joy if you will read them in a particular order. But you can read them in any order because they are not like very... You will not get big spoilers, let's say so. So if you will read the third book in the series because you like the plot of this book more than the plot of other books, it's totally fine. Terry Pratchett wrote separately his books, so you should not get many spoilers if you will start last book in this series, so it's gonna be fine either way.